I'll do another video on. I didn't say much about that new 30-gallon. It's got like a 14 or 15 horsepower. It's a Harbor Freight special, but man, I can't believe the difference between that and that old. I mean, granted, it wasn't really made for what I was doing with it, but that old air compressor we had, that I don't know what size, a little, maybe 8, half the horsepower, and then I don't know, this one is like 10 times the friggin' air compressor, which is unbelievable for blowing things out, blowing crud too, which the other one wouldn't do. I think Andy Cobb had told me that's kind of what they do. What do you think, Timber? Want to change the oil? Well, I started the buncher when I went up and went to the service trailer and got the filter strap and ratchet and socket, and we'll open up the power engine door. So we've opened up the door. There's the engine. I've got to get, I'll shut it down a minute. I'm gonna try and set you guys up so you can see some of this, but we'll get down here. I've got to pull that little panel there to get at the drain hose. I'm also gonna change the fuel filters. Why don't you guys hang on? I'll be back. I wished I had my electric Milwaukee Impact. Not that. I don't remember what I did this with last time, but we'll get it. Usually take all of the bolts out but one. Then I can just swing this out of the way instead of trying to lift this back up in here. I was gonna do it Friday, but the time I cut this yard out, I guess. You guys will see a video of that before this, but and then I went and looked at pickups because Wes's pickup is got some issues that are preventing it from getting inspected, and that's a problem. So I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing, whether I'm gonna find something else for him or buy a new pickup for myself and give him mine, which probably will be what I end up doing, but we'll see. So I decided yesterday I had other stuff to do, and it's gonna be, again, pretty hot here. So this week it's gonna be in the 90s tomorrow, so I just want to get the oil changed. plug in here. Where that bolt came from. You can see it's not real fast. I did let it run a little bit, but I forget how many gallons it sold. I think it's like 7 or 8. Fuel filters changed. There's that one, and there was one on the other side. And I drained the oil, and then was wondering why that fuel filter was going on so hard. There's the old one in the bucket, and apparently, I think this is a 9-liter Cummins, and I think this goes to the 8.3. That one has a wider snout. I was like, God, why won't this thing start? So they gave me the wrong one, so I am gonna have to go to the dealer tomorrow morning and get the right one, spin that on, fill it up full of oil, and then we'll be good to go. I'm gonna raise the engine hood back up and then shut the master switch off and lock it up. Just I'm sure nobody's gonna get in here and turn it on, but that would kind of suck if it didn't have oil in it. So the right fuel filter, put it on. Let me see. You can see it here, right there. You can see the little light. Screwed on. Now we'll put some oil in. I don't know if you guys can see much there or not. Alrighty. Some Pico. And I think I use some Pico super high performance heavy duty oil. I think Simpico is made in, well, it says Cleveland, Ohio, East Lincoln, Walcott, Indiana. So it's made in the US, and it's a little more expensive, but I don't mind using, personally, I feel like using expensive motor oil as long as you're just somebody's not just telling you it's expensive. I don't mind using it. So anyways, I forget how much this takes. I think it's like, these come in 2-gallon jugs, which are pretty handy. So I don't think it takes 8 gallons, but I think it takes more. I think you have to crack into the third. This comes in 8-gallon. Is it 8-gallon? Yeah, 8-gallon cases for 2-gallon jugs. And I think you have to crack into the third 2-gallon jug. So it might take 7 gallons or something like that. I can't quite remember. But I've been using this Simpico for quite a while. I know oil is like brands, like, you know, Ford, Chevy, or Dodge, so people always have an opinion about oil. You get into some sort of argument about why this oil or that oil's better, which, if it works for you, fine. It's always a lot nicer when the it's already hot this morning. It's like 8:30, and it's already like 80 something degrees, which I'm sure for some of you people in the south it's not that hot, but it is here. I had to run over to the, I may have already said it, I know that I had the wrong oil, the wrong filter, so I had to wait for the dealership to open this morning to go get the right one. But when it's hot like this, the oil pours so much quicker. You can fill it in about 3 times quicker. And Wes had to stop. It's gonna be more miserable for him today than me. gotta change the gear oil and the forward and the planetaries and the bogies and the differentials, which I don't know if he'll get it all done today. It's gonna be pretty hot, so it's not gonna be a treat, that's for sure. Here's 6 gallons. I'll put this one in and then check the oil level. I'll probably have to start it. Well, I will have to start it, fill up the oil filter, and then check it again. And I gotta put a little antifreeze in it. This main coolant line leaks a little, especially in the winter, so I gotta tighten that down. I thought I had tightened it enough before, but it looks like it's still, when it cools down and warms up, I think that's when it gets a little, weeps a little. Always feels good to change all the fuel filters and oil filter and oil. Get this new job started. It's just gonna be extra hot this week. We're still on a dirt road, but this one's a little more of a main one, so it's not quite as quiet. Not a whole bunch of traffic, but all right. It's about up to here with new oil, so still gonna take more, and it'll take more, and then once I start it, it'll take even a little more, so we'll put a little more in and then start it, and then we'll top her off. Well, the old Cummins is gonna love this fresh American-made engine oil. Okay, yum 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 yum. Feels so good. It's like a Powerade on a hot day. I'm not really even doing anything here, and I'm already sweating. Closest I get to basketball. Just call me Larry Bird. Alright, well, I started it and I put the hood back down because it won't start. Won't start with the hood down like this. You gotta put it up. Check the oil. Probably would be better with a rag. Yep, gotta add a little. I put that little extra more and that's down there, so it still needs some more. Which we figured, didn't we? Getting there. And after I'm done this, I'll go up and put some antifreeze in. I thought it didn't take, I guess it's going to take about 8 gallons, maybe a little more. The 5-in-1 only takes 4, so that shows you how much bigger this is. It takes double, but it's also almost got double the horsepower, so. Swish. Well, that's about perfect, I guess. We'll run her a little while and check her again, but let's 8 gallons. Alrighty. So we're moving to the next job, and Wes is taking off the tracks, and we're gonna drive down the road to the next job. So he's got his tracks on there all organized and whatever, and so rather than paying a low bed bill when he was gonna have the tracks off anyways, we will drive it down the road. She hogs up the road, that's for sure. We'll be back. Sir, where's your blinker? Traffic violation. Blinker. Here we are, we're making the turn up onto the main road. Here we go, here we go. Here we are. I wonder if Wes drives by or notices. I told him he couldn't miss it. Well, he noticed it. He's backing in, he'll probably back in. Get him in here. And everybody will be home. All the equipment is together again. I'm gonna leave the service trailer up there for a few, just until Mike comes with the excavator. They gotta, I think I've said it, peel back this rock wall and open it up for the truck. So once this is all done, I'll bring the service trailer. All right, well, back cutting. I've taken a lot more video, so it's a little harder to keep track of what you did last. I know I was talking about how to get some window cleaner for this out of the processor, but they had given me the wrong oil filter. I did that, I got started, and then the bowl on the fuel filter was cracked. When I put it back on, I think it must have already kind of been compromised. And so I went to Tire Cat, their computer system was down. They gave me one that they thought would work, that didn't have the bowl, which didn't fit. Anyways, long story short, I ended up JB welding it. I'll show you in a second here. I gotta put the hood down. I needed to check it anyways. It's hard to see, but that's the bowl, and right here at the bottom is a spot where you would put a 1/2-inch ratchet to spin that bowl off, and I think somebody probably put it on there hard at some point and it came off hard and started to crack that. So I JB welded around that at the bottom, and it's not leaking, so that solved my issue. So there you go. Sometimes I'd like to get the right one, but that keep us going for now. Anyways, we'll see how this video comes out, because like I said, I'm taking more video. I don't know how it all is going to come together. Anyways, we'll talk to you later.